Hello, 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 Rise and Thrivers. Welcome, welcome, welcome to episode 59. I am so excited to be here with my sister, Dr. Raquel Stuart, and we are Rise and Thrive together. We are an incredible, committed community out to empower and educate. And I can't even think of the next words again, like today. But we're out to empower and educate you to have the results that you want for yourself and your life through real talk and taking real action so you have real results in your life right now. So if you don't know about us, super easy. Ready? I want you guys to go on to www.riseandthrivetogether.com and you will get to see our amazing website. And you can also follow us on our Facebook page, Rise and Thrive Together, which you probably are watching it there. We also have an incredible YouTube channel, Rise and Thrive Together, an Instagram channel, Rise and Thrive Together. And best of all, to make it easy, if you want to connect with us to find out how you can be a guest on our show, and better yet, sponsor yourself and get more visibility, easy. Go to info at Rise and Thrive Together. So with all that being said, we are here in the middle of June already, halfway through this amazing 2024 year and halfway through this month. And we're excited to keep on having that conversation for the topic of the month, which is, are you in action or not in action? So with that, I will bring on my favorite person to do the show with, Dr. Raquel Stewart. What's up, sis? How are you?
Hello, Rise and Thrivers. I am doing well. How are you?
I am hysterical since I forgot the word empower.
I was
I'm
gonna.
like,
I left it. However you said it, it's absolutely perfect.
so I was just like, you know what? This is real, right, guys? Real. Sometimes you just forget the word, and interesting that it's empower. So that's why I'm in community. So I have someone like Raquel to empower me, never make me wrong, right? It is what it is. And we keep on moving on. So let's just jump right into it. We got our audience already rocking and rolling. Why don't you tell them what's
Nice.
happening?
So listen, guys. Remember way back in May when we had our May challenge, random acts of kindness. Do you remember that? Every day we posted in the Rise and Thrive community on Facebook, and we said we'd select a winner. They would come on and do like a 15-minute show with us. Well, we announced the winner, who is Regina LaFrance. Regina has been on our show a while ago. She was on our show, and absolutely incredible person. And we're going to bring her on, and we're going to chat with her and find out what was it like for her to participate every day or darn near every day. And we want to hear about her book, Shayla. Also, we want to know what she's doing in August. So she's going to get us hip to all the events and where you can hear her live and in person, in addition to being on this show. So I'm super excited to bring Regina to the stage again, our winner for Random Acts of Kindness. Hey, Regina.
Hi, thank you.
So good to see you again. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
So, what was it like participating in our May challenge, practice random acts of kindness? What was that like for you? Because you were on it every day. And I think you may have missed one day, but I might be mistaken because I know I missed about two or three. So I'm trying to find some company who also missed a day or two. But what was that like for you?
I missed one day because I fell asleep, but I had it the next morning. I was right on it. It was
That is,
wonderful. I always have been a person that I like to be told, not that I like to be told what to do, but give me a task and I will complete that task.
mm,
I never used to take the initiative to do things. I was always the follower, if you will. And this was wonderful because I've been working on being disciplined and I've been working on being on top of things. I work very well off a list. So I make my list say on a Sunday afternoon, and I go off my list. And this was great because I was given a challenge. I was given a task, and I did it for me, but I also did it for the team. And I
Mm.
didn't want to let the team down. And I know that they enjoyed my little quirky acts of kindness and whatnot. So I looked forward to bringing forward something wonderful, and I had a really great time. And one thing that I learned, and I think I shared with the group, was that I have a next door neighbor who's 85 years old, and he's a gardener. And he was so excited to see me in the beginning of the month to go grab things from him to plant my garden. And it was the day that I looked at my Google Watch and I was checking the notifications from whatever came through because I had left the phone at home. And he said to me, um, he said to me, you have to go somewhere? And I said, no, I don't. And then I realized that I wasn't in tune with him.
Mm.
And that's when I said, I have to be more aware of what's going on around me. And if I'm in the moment, or if I'm doing a conversation or doing something, I have to stay in the moment. And I started even feeling greater about learning about myself.
Wow. That's incredible.
Yes.
I
And
mean,
go ahead.
no, please.
No, and it was just so many different things, holding the door for people at the post office and smiling a lot and really, really doing acts of kindness. Like if you have an extra $5, buy someone a coffee or cook somebody a meal. And I realized that a lot of my friends love chocolate covered strawberries. And that was an easy one because I was just like, let's make some more.
I do have to say, man, I followed up obviously Regina every day, and between her food, I was like every time my comments were like, please, I want some of the food that you're
Yes,
making. She's getting vegetables. She's making
yes,
amazing quiches. So
yes.
for you guys who just jumped on, we had the Random Acts of Kindness challenge in May in our private Facebook group. So listen, we want everybody to be in this Facebook group. Why? Because we have so much fun. You get to really learn about each other, like Regina's sharing, learning about yourself most of all. And we've got fun stuff to talk about later. So please find us on Facebook, super easy. Rise and Thrive Together Community. You will have to click for us to let you in, and we will do a little bit of a background check just to make sure that you're someone that's not trolling or scamming, and then we'll let you in. But yeah, delicious. I mean, I was just like, why does she not live close enough? Or I will.
So, Regina, I want to know, what was your favorite, if you had one, what was your favorite act of kindness?
Possibly the times that I saw strange women at the supermarket, and I told them they were beautiful.
Hmm.
Mm.
And I could see beauty in their eyes, or I could see beauty of them grocery shopping because they possibly had a really long day and they had to grab some groceries. And I would just go right up to them and say, "You're beautiful. I love your hair." Or what are you going to make with all those things that you have in there? And we would have a little conversation, and they were just like, "You talking to me?" And then once they realize that I'm talking to you're beautiful. And I had to get out of my comfort zone and
Mm.
speak with different people, because as I grow in my journey to become a speaker on behalf of children, I need to be more excited, because I'm typically
Mm.
low key, and I do my own thing, but I'm learning to be more excited. And I'm glad to share with you here today that I just started the process to open my nonprofit foundation. Yes.
What? Take a moment, people.
That's
Breaking
so
news.
exciting.
This is why we
Yes.
should have the music. Dun, 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 breaking news, breaking
Yes.
Oh
news.
my gosh. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so it's called the Ladybug movement, and the ladybug meaning that when I was very little, before everything happened to me, my father called me Ladybug, and the Ladybug movement is for to open a retreat for women of victims of child trauma.
Hmm.
So the goal is that they come and stay, and we're going to have ongoing programs and maybe doctors and life coach and people that will tune in and speak and help. And the one thing that they're coming to learn is self-worth and love, self-love.
Wow.
Sex, something I had to learn. So even when I began writing Shayla, my intent was to create awareness to keep children safe. But my inner child was still hurt. My inner child was still timid and suffering. So I put that aside and I wrote about emotional freedom, and that's what I wanted to do,
Hmm.
become emotional free. So all this is coming together, and I'm going to LA in July to launch my foundation. But in August, I am going to the Bahamas with you and Leah's hopes and dreams. And we're going to speak to the women of Exuma, Bahamas. And we are going to rock it. We are going to do so many wonderful things. One of my best friends is coming with us as a volunteer. And
Wow.
yeah, you will love her. And so many wonderful things are happening. And if I only have 1 or 2 more minutes, I want to just send this message to everyone listening here today and in the future. You can do it. Whatever
Hmm.
happened to you or someone you know, as a young lady or as a child, it was not your fault. And remember this, the Ladybug Movement Retreat is going to be about teaching people, and it could be men as well, that are hurt still. They're coming to learn that it was not their fault, and they need to accept and then begin the love process.
Wow.
And just 4 months ago, when you first met me, I didn't even know how to speak like this.
But
Come on.
wait. Didn't something else you receive? I'm hearing
Oh, yes,
a ladybug in my
yes.
ear saying you received an award.
Yes, so the book Shayla received an award for the month of May for the self development and empowerment. And I'm going to accept that reward in November in Arizona.
Woo! My favorite
Come
state.
on. And you,
Yeah,
all right, this is like so huge right now. Right now, we got Shanique Carmichael saying congratulations, sending her love. She can't wait to be with us all. We'll talk about that. But guys, if you do not remember, if you're tuning in now, the month of June, Raquel and I have a topic, a theme, a commitment. Are you in action or are you not in action? So
yes,
wherever you're tuning in, I'm making a big request. Be in action and watch the replay for what you missed. If you missed
yes,
the whole thing, watch the replay. Hi, thanks for watching. And listen to what Regina's talking about.
Mm.
Just X
Mm.
amount of months ago, we met her, right? Short amount of time. She got into action, made her book, found herself a manager because she declared and committed she wanted to speak. But
yes,
she herself held that self confidence in and was
yes,
all worried, but she did it anyway. Like Raquel says, she did it afraid anyway. And she jumped on the show and she's jumping on other podcasts.
yes.
She's now jumping in with her best friend, coming to the Bahamas and coming on to this mission of service with us. And now she's speaking like she goes, she doesn't even know herself, that old version of herself. Like that, in that short amount of time, she has
And
transformed.
I don't prepare my speech. So
What?
I don't have an outline. I know what I want and I know where I want to go, and I just don't know where I'm going yet, but I know I'm going. And I am doing speakers connections meetings, and I'm
That's so
doing
incredible.
challenges, and I'm having a great time, and everything else will come.
So may I speak something into your life?
Of course.
is that Shayla will be a film. I know that was something that you mentioned early when we first met, and I'm really and truly clear that that will happen because you are a go-getter. I know if you never thought you were, you are. In the short amount of time that we've known you, look at the milestones that you've hit.
Yes, I already a filmmaker from Hollywood has already read the book and he passed it on to the partners.
Awesome.
And in July, when I go to LA, we're going to pitch it to other filmmakers as well. And we're going to launch the foundation looking for donors and sponsors and endorsements. And it's going to be amazing. Amazing because women are going to be able to come and stay. It's probably going to be a 30-day program. We'll have a program every other month. I have it all in here. And one thing that we will do, and I don't want to scare anyone off, but the first week, we are going to go to the mirror and speak to self.
Hmm.
And the goal is to retire the victim badge. So the first week, we're going to talk about the past, all we want. And then we're going to start building to, we're going to earn the Triumph badge. And when we finish the program, we're going to wear our Triumph badge and retire the victim badge. We'll have the ceremony. We'll have many guest speakers. We'll probably broadcast live and probably with you. Who knows? But it's going to be amazing.
Regina,
That's
you have
amazing.
spoken our language. I mean, I got to say, I want you to go back and watch yourself
That's
from the
right.
last show to this show.
That's right.
I am making my request. Will speak on behalf of my sister. Like, yeah, anything you need from us, every invitation, flying out, wherever you're going to go to, for anything, just ask us, right? Because people just ask. Don't make an
Right.
assumption that Raquel and I can't come because the blah, blah, blah. That's
That's
your
right.
conversation. That's not mine. That's not
I,
Right.
Raquel's. So I'm 100% Regina LaFrance. And
yes.
100%. So whatever you need, we've got the platform, whatever, but you got to
Yes.
ask. And we are here. I'm excited for your nonprofit. I'm excited
Yes.
to, be a participate in that program. I'm excited, whatever that needs to be done. The movie, absolutely, 100%. I'm just saying, if you need a little background extra.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I just need my date to be Michael B. Jordan, so make sure he's invited.
That's right. And when we walked down that red carpet to premiere their movie Shayla, you were there with me when I was still down. Even though the book published or the book was about to publish, I was not. If I could rewrite this book now and have Shayla too, with a much more upbeat, because I was still broken writing this book, and that's okay.
Mm,
That's all right because now people can read the book and talk to me now and say, "What happened to her?" Healing. That's what happened.
Ah,
wow.
are you so filled
We
up?
can actually end the show right here, right? We can end it. You are so powerful, and we are so excited to see that power shine through.
Thank you
And
so
for
much.
you to retire your victim badge. And
Yes.
you're taking Triumph, you're taking
Yes.
author, speaker, playwright, movie,
Yes.
right? I don't know if that's the right word. However, I'm saying
Nonprofit.
it because this is my show.
Nonprofit. Yes. Someone.
Nonprofit. You've got so many badges, but you have so many more to get. So keep
Yes.
making
Someone.
space for the rest of
Someone
it.
said to me, "Why nonprofit? You deserve it. You are worth it. Why not profit?" I said, "I have everything I need. I
Mm,
want to give."
absolutely.
Oof.
And when you give, you get in return.
Yes, I want to give.
Okay.
I want other women to come through the retreat door and immediately feel love. There's going to be a lot of tears, especially that first week, because I never used to know how to receive love.
Mm,
I used to always be like, why are they being so nice? What do they want?
right.
But thank you so much.
Wow.
Oof.
So
LaFrance,
incredible.
LaFrancemedia.com. You can read my story. You can purchase the book. You can contact me directly. I have books on hand. I can ship them out as well. I think it's important that everyone that knows me now reads this because it could happen to anyone. And I'm here to teach and guide and let people know that it wasn't their fault. It is never a child's fault. Never.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Wait, we want you to hear this before you go from Wendy. Love the Ladybug movement, and I cannot wait to see the wonderful things that you will accomplish in the future. It is very moving and powerful to hear you speak at our women's conference. Much love to you, ma'am, and congratulations on all your achievements.
Thank
Regina, we
you.
love you. Thank you so very
Thank
much for
you.
not giving up on yourself and for
Yes.
opening your heart and your doors to other women who need it and men.
And I'm here for everybody.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good to
Bye
see
bye.
you again.
Thank you.
So amazing. All
Come.
that she's doing, isn't it?
I am just like, okay, okay. Step it up, girl. Step it up. The whole being in action. Let's just go. I mean, seriously, we could have just dropped the mic right there and walked away. You know, just want the audience to know, thank you for being with us. Shanique is here in the house because Regina was talking about, the Exuma Bahamas. So that is from Leah's Hopes and Dreams. She's been a guest before. This is what she, has wrote, that my husband and I often do pay it forward through random acts of kindness by random giving food to people, went through the restaurants that they attend. It's awesome to see people's faces when they find out their food was paid for. Oh, when they're at restaurants, they pay for people's food, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's so awesome to see people's faces when they know that their food has already been paid for. So amazing. And, just like that, one simple ask and a conversation led, Regina to us, and all Raquel and I did was share something. She jumped and met with Shanique, and here we are. So, what a beautiful!
Absolutely.
I love it. Just,
That
I
was
mean, I feel
so
like we're like, I don't know what to
incredible.
say. Like, I'm just like,
Well, I always know what I always got something to say, right? So, for those of you that are making excuses and do have that victim mentality that something happened to me, somebody did something to me. Let me tell you, for those that didn't hear, doesn't know Regina's story, Regina LaFrance's story and the book Shayla, read it. She was a victim of childhood sexual assault. And that's as much as I'm going to give you because I want you to read the book. So she was a victim and she decided that is over. And it took her a long time. Please don't think she did this overnight. It took her a long time, but the point is, she got in action. So I'm going to ask, because I'm the one that's in your face, what's your excuse that you're using to not get in action? She was a child and carried that with her for years.
I mean, all the
For
way through now.
years. Yes. Even when she wrote the book, she was still broken. You heard her say that. So, like, what's your excuse? Real talk.
Yeah.
Why are you
Let's,
not in action? What has you so bound, wrapped so tightly that you are giving up on yourself because you don't think you're worth it, or I'm afraid, or no one wants to hear what I have to say, or, and we can keep going with these ors and this imposter syndrome, and I'm not important enough. No one knows me. Guess what? No one knows Regina LaFrance, but they know her now. She is darn well making sure of that. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? It is about getting in action, not hoping that someone comes and knocks on your door. That happens in the movies. Real life, you want it, you have to go get it. And if you don't, then just leave it alone. But you keep talking about it and no action behind it, you're telling me a story. You're telling us a story, but more importantly, you're telling yourself a story. And don't let fear of failure stop you, because I have a quote here. I told you guys I was reading or listening to the audio book Can't Hurt Me. And I picked up something and it said, failing doesn't mean you quit. And David Goggins said this in his book. Again, failing doesn't mean you quit. It means get back up, and punch that bar. It means you failed one thing one time. It doesn't make you a failure. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I
I'm
think
done
that's a
speaking.
beautiful thing that you said, because what, we've talked about this offline and now we can get to talk about it online. And guys, listen, this don't, you know how Regina was in conversation. There's a chat bar. Get in there. Start asking us stuff. Put in your ahas. Put in your, like, I'm going to challenge you. Let's go there. This is real talk, real actions, real results.
Yes.
What was really powerful, what you said was, you failed at the action, and you're not a failure. And that's where the disconnect comes. It's like
Mm,
you get twisted, right? You get really twisted. You make that mean that it's you. And listen, like, real talk, we've all been wired that way. Welcome to, here's the biggest reality check I can give you. Each and every one of us have been wired that way from an incident that happened when we were younger, and we probably don't even remember it, because I will say this until the day the show is no longer on air. We have a brain that makes meaning out of things. That's what it's made for. It takes in information and it makes meaning and it makes interpretations and all of that, right? Since we were kids, and we don't remember that. Go look up research, tons of research in science. Between 0 and 4 is when the most amount of meaning is coming in. And even what I said to you earlier, many shows, while you're in the womb of whoever had you, all of their meaning making stuff is happening and all of their energy is happening. And science has got it back to even not just your birth mom, but your grandmother, her mother. That's a lot of stuff, right? So you come out already a meaning making machine, right? You already came out with all of this story stuff. We're here to
mm.
help you untangle that story. We got people coming on to share with you their ways that they untangle their story. We've got tons of guests that are on there. So that's, when you're not being in action. And listen, I said this to Raquel earlier, this week or last week, I don't know. We just talk. It is that little kick in the butt, like that little moment that is like, nope, like, what, why? Like, why? Why am I not taking action on my music? Why am I not taking action on the book, right? So it's been in action. It's been in action. And the only reason why is it's in here of stuff that I still haven't, you know, healed. But I have. Like, now I'm taking action. Like, literally working with my illustrator. He's sending me stuff, all the time. And we're working through that. And the song is up, and we've got, another thing coming up in July. Lots of stuff happening. Being in action and working with Raquel and working with other people, creating all of these amazing things that Regina's talking about, right? So what is, like, we're asking you, I know we got a ton of viewers on here. What's your thoughts about this? What is going on in your life? Please share us, of course, the wins. I love that. Share all the accomplishments you want. But where are you not taking action? Are you going to get real with yourself? Where are you not? My question is, where are you not? And then just simple. And why not? Hint, don't make yourself wrong. Just be honest. Just be, accountable. Just, kind of just hold yourself up and just be like, yep, haven't. And if you're unsure, let us know. We'll, support you in it.
And you know what's interesting, ladies and gentlemen? It's not easy to do.
Nope.
It takes practice constantly. I'll give you an example. Even though Reg and I are sitting here and we're talking to you about this stuff, it happened to me the other day. I was doing something. I can't remember what I was doing, but I was doing something, and my mind was going against what I knew my body could still do. And my mind is like, nope, you don't want to do that because this, and this could happen. But my body was like ready to go. But my mind kind of stopped me for a second. And then all I did was I took a breath and I'm like, okay, I need to push that thought aside. I don't want to give birth to that thought. I want to terminate that thought, and I want to replace it with another one that's beneficial to me, because my body is ready to go. My mind isn't. And I'm like, it kind of leaves you like, I don't know what to do. And what you do is replace that thought because you know it's not true. And it's going to hold you back and stop you. And I replaced it with something else. You got this. Oh, I know what I was doing. I was weightlifting. And my body was not tired. For those of you that exercise, your body doesn't get tired. Your mind makes it seem like you're tired. But you can keep pushing and going. And I'm not saying to hurt yourself. Don't read more into than what I'm saying. Okay? We can do this, but we've got to train our mind to think differently. And when it's giving us these thoughts that are holding us back, we need to stop, take a breath. I literally had to take a breath. And then I felt the fight taking place. I don't think I've ever felt that. That was new for me. And I'm like, huh, it's actually fighting. My thoughts are fighting. But one is going to win out, and it's not the one that's telling me to stop because you can't do this. That's not the one, because I have a goal. And in order to reach my goal, I have to be in action. There is no other option for me other than being in action. And so you got to train this, right? You've got to realize the thought, and if it's not benefiting you, you kind of got to throw that somewhere, but replace it with one that will benefit you. Because if you don't replace it with something more beneficial and conducive, another negative thought is going to come by, right? And do a drive-by. We don't want that. And I just found that so interesting. And I was so excited to get on here and talk to you guys about that, about this struggle. And I felt it in my head. And it was like, ooh, which one's going to win? And it's like the one that's going to get me to my goal. Because at the end of the day, that's what I'm about. I'm about goals and visions. And in order for all of my visions to come true, I have to stay in action. Now, yes, there are times I need to sit back and be still, but I'm still taking action, right? So I don't know where you guys are and whether or not you're in action. But if you're not in action, like Reg said, what's stopping you? And you're going to say fear. Most people say fear. Fear is stopping me. Money, time. Don't come at me with time. We talked about time last week. I'm not going to do it again. You go listen to the replay and what I said about time. Money, you have friends? Ask them. It's just like that. It comes to that point sometimes.
I want to pull in something because there's a lot you threw in there, and I want to kind of pull back because what was really interesting for me as I was listening to you. Listen, guys, if you've watched the show for a long time, or if this is your first time, Raquel and I, have whatever. You can look up who we are and what we're about. But we are committed for a very long time doing all of this work. We've done a lot of personal growth and development work, business, development work, and we are committed to that. We are lifelong learners of that. She just shared about a book.
Absolutely.
She's reading an audiobook, like all of that. But here's what she said. The reason, and I'm going to give my twist to it, the reason why she got to the whole, literally she can experience and feel the battle between the thinking in her brain is because she has been practicing consistently and committedly and daily about her conscious awareness thoughts, limiting belief thoughts, low vibrational thoughts, thoughts that are negative. Pick your one that fits you. And then she knows the difference of the thoughts that make a difference for her, the ones that keep her empowered, the ones that educate her and equip her in rising and thriving and moving forward with her actions. Now, she might have not noticed that, right? But because she does so many different tools and strategies and takes these tips, and she's in community and has a ton of accountability partners, she literally physically could almost be out of like herself and watch the battle happen. And then she took a tool that we've always talked about. Big breath. That is proven in science to absolutely slow down the heart rate, slow down the nervous system, and slow down the chatter. That's the difference when she says this takes time, because we're not giving you a quick fix. We're not saying, hey, we can have this magically disappear for you. This is a woman who I've known for a long time who said, I just noticed this. Did you hear that? She just noticed this. That new commitment, that new moment, that new, like she knew it, but like she noticed it. Now she has like an awareness. She's like the superpower, like I like to call that, she can hear that. That's what practice is. You literally can almost, like, until you experience it. That's all I can say. You will experience it. When you keep on putting these practices in, what works for you, other people, whatever it is, go find a ton of people that we've, you know, interviewed, go find other people. When you do those practices, you will be able to almost be this, like the higher self that they talk about, and you can witness this like insane battle in your head. That's what I got from you, sis, because it's true.
And it
And
was insane.
yeah, it's insane. Well, I mean, here's the secret. Here's like the biggest secret of them all, guys, or maybe something we all, everybody, there. Speak to your gurus, speak to your people, mentors, whoever you want to be, highest paying. I don't really care. Every single one of you, them, will say, we've all been there, done that. The only difference is when you practice whatever strategies, tips, tools, and then be in community, it does not have to block you, strangle you, get twisted, get you like out of the game and all of it. And it will happen. I promise you. It happens to Raquel, it happens to me, it happens all the time, but it's quicker. I made a commitment a long time ago. It's quicker. Like I have a pair of, blinds. I have those ones that you pull. It'll be as quick as pulling the blinds and it's shut. But don't get me wrong. Sometimes they get stuck, right? And you're like, It just happened to me before we got on here. But if I really thought in reality, it probably took 10 seconds. Looked up, noticed what was there, and done. But it felt like forever. I'm committed for my life to like flow, like blinking my eyes. Like
I
breath.
thought you said something else. You said like blinking your eyes, right? That's what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Woo!
Blinking my eyes.
You don't know. You don't want to know what I thought.
You don't want to know.
Wow.
See?
Okay.
Insane Brain is happening right here on the court. I will ask her afterward. I will, because I'm so curious. Like, listen, that's what the mind is. I'm like, well, what is she thinking? And real talk, feel free. But at the end of the day, you notice we breathe, right? Our heart beats. What would that look like to like flow through life at circumstances like that? So we can go on this for a super long time. We're asking you again, throw in the chat if you're watching the replay. What are you in action it with? Come and celebrate, share, let us know. What are you not in action with? Celebrate. I got this thing, I got this X, Y, and Z. I realize I'm not in action. Just starting right there. You took an action. I'm not in action with blah, blah, blah. And you posted it.
You acknowledged.
Exactly. And that is an opening, right? Boom. The minute you make that, now all that other stuff if you're new into this work or not, might be like, good, notice it, awesome. And go and reach out to somebody and work through that.
Now, listen, guys, I want to do two things. One, I want to shift gears.
Yes. Pivot.
Because we've got something coming up in July, and last week we made mention of it, and this week we want to have a conversation about it. And my second thing is, y'all know Dallas playing Boston. Any Boston fans out there? Put it in the chat that you're a Boston fan.
Anybody likes basketball?
And I'm gonna give y'all a tissue because the Mavs gonna come back tonight. Okay, I'm just saying that I could be wrong, but I'm gonna go with the Mavs. They're not my team, but I just don't want Boston. I want to go see a Boston game. Their tickets are too expensive. So I figure if they lose next season, the ticket prices will come down. My thinking, just leave me alone with my own thinking, okay? So anyway, last week, we made mention of this thing that's happening in July that we have going on. And it is called the 12 Days of Christmas in July giveaway. Super excited. If you are not in our Facebook group, please, there it is. Join our Facebook group, Rise and Thrive Community. Just search for it. Answer the questions. We will admit you unless something sparks something else in us.
Wait, I got to cut you off.
Why?
My sister has to fix that. It's Rise and Thrive Together community.
Oh, my bad, y'all. I was sending y'all to somebody else's group.
Yep.
Rise and Thrive Together community. Now, here's what the 12 days of Christmas is, and you're going to see this running all the time. The 12 days of Christmas is just that, from July 1st to July 12th. Every day, what we are going to do is we're going to post something in the group, which means you have to take an action. And whether that says, it will specifically say, please listen to me. I want to raise my voice, but I'm realizing, hey, you're going to hear me regardless. If we say post a video, does that mean we want you to type something in the comment box? No, we want you to post a video. If we say take a photo, does that mean post a video? No, we want to see a photo. And every day. So July 1st is when this starts. July 1st, there will be some kind of event action that you have to take. You don't have to. It's fun. Don't worry about it. We're not going to ask you to do anything crazy. Not yet. Not the first day. Maybe. I don't think. So what we are going to do is July 1, we are putting something out there for you to do. July 2, what we're going to do is take the people that participated in the July 1st action, put them on the wheel, and pick a winner. And guess what? You get a prize. July 2nd, we're going to post what's due for July 2nd. Let me say due, meaning it's due on the date, July 1st, July 2nd, July 3rd. If you forget or you go to sleep, like sometimes I've done for our May challenge, you cannot make it up the next day and do July 1st action on July 2nd. It has to be done on each specific day. Does that make sense? I'm going to answer for you. Yes, it makes sense because you guys are intelligent people. You all can read, understand, and comprehend English, right? This is so much fun. And you are going to have a giveaway, meaning when we spin that wheel and your name pops up, Regina's name pops up, Regina will win a prize. We will contact her if it's something we need to mail, if it's something physical, if it's something that we can send via the internet, we will do that. But every single day for the first 12 days of July, we are going to have Christmas in July, a giveaway. We are so excited about some of these things, and we will take part in it as well. We are not going to ask you to do anything that we ourselves are not doing. Okay? Does that make any sense?
Yes. I'm psyched. So here's the thing. Raquel will, number one, be in action by fixing the flyer.
Yes.
And as the ticker is going across, here's the thing. It won't just be yes, the actions and all of that will be done privately in our Facebook group. That is for only people who are interested in participating in it. But all the information about this, even the tasks to do, right? All of it will be on all of our other social media stuff. Like you'll be able to do it, but the only way to play to win is to be in that group.
Right.
Okay? It'll be in that group. You just got to go on it. We have it ticks through, but look for it. It's really easy. Rise and Thrive Together community, and we'll let you in. But it'll be on Raquel's LinkedIn, my LinkedIn, our Rise and Thrive Together. You name it, it's going to be everywhere. Exactly. So you'll have an opportunity, but it's July 1st through the 12th. So it's okay. It's not like last time. This time is if you didn't do July 1, that's okay. You wake up, July 2nd's here, whole opportunity to do that piece.
Exactly.
Opportunity to do that piece. 12 days, the 1st through the 12th. We've got some amazing prizes. I'm not going to tell you because it just makes it fun to participate and then find out what you win. It's a Christmas. It's like Christmas from, not
Christmas.
Christmas. I don't want to know what my gifts are, right? I just kind of can't wait and I open it up and I go, yay. So super psyched.
All right, listen, y'all. We appreciate you sticking with us, hanging with us. Sister here got to go watch the game, though.
Wanda. You see Wanda? Wanda's like basketball.
That's what I'm talking about, Wanda. Wanda, you my girl. I don't know you, but you my girl. So Wanda understands the struggle that I'm having right now. Love you all. thank you again to Regina LaFrance. We are so excited and honored to know you. And we are excited for all that you are going to do. So we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We appreciate you so very much. We appreciate our listeners, because without you, who would hear us?
Me.
So we absolutely appreciate you all so very much. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, together we can rise and thrive. Till next time.
Filled with peace, love, unity, and compassion. Time to bust this out and start this power.